AITA for not showing up for my birthday dinner at a nice restaurant, knowing everyone was waiting for me and my parents had to pay a deposit for the table? I'm 16M, the second oldest of 4. My older sister, 18, has Down syndrome and is medically complex with complex needs. She also has food allergies. My younger sister, 13, has a host of food allergies and some of them are very serious. She's also on the spectrum. Then we have my younger brother, 11, and he has a lot of medical issues related to food and allergies that go along with it. We always try to make sure places are accessible for them, especially because my older sister is in a wheelchair. This does mean I can be overlooked. It does mean making sacrifices or accepting that things will never be as easy as for a kid in a family with fewer extra/special needs. I'm used to not getting my favorite dishes and I'm used to not getting my top pick for vacations because my parents don't think it's accessible or autism-friendly enough. I'm used to my siblings never getting turned down for that stuff. After a while, it became something I expected. I was lucky that my maternal grandparents tried to make up for it when they could, and my best friend's family would also include me in their family for stuff like meals out. My favorite restaurant in our city is this Indian place. My favorite dish is their samosas. I never get to eat there with my parents and siblings, and we never get takeout from there because it's not deemed safe for all my siblings. Sometimes that stinks, especially when my parents proclaim they always get their kids' favorite food from their favorite restaurant for their birthdays each year. This year, my parents made a big deal over me turning 16, and they told me to pick my favorite place for us to have a family dinner for my birthday. A family dinner that included extended family. I told them my favorite place, and they told me that wouldn't work. I asked if they wanted my favorite place or a place catered to my siblings. They asked me if I didn't want to cater to my siblings, and I said no. They asked where I wanted to go. I said the Indian place. They gave me one of those looks and said they would give me more time to think. A couple of weeks after, they asked me where I wanted to eat for my birthday, and I told them my answer had not changed. They asked me if I could really enjoy my birthday, knowing it wasn't accessible and safe for my siblings to eat there, and I said yes since it's meant to be my birthday, and they wanted me to say my favorite restaurant. They told me they would book the family favorite and went ahead and did that. The family favorite has nothing I actually like, I just tolerate it. They had everything planned, invited everyone, and when the evening came for the dinner, I just didn't go. My parents are furious with me. I had everything taken for a week and they plan to continue the punishment in some way. My grandparents defended me, but my parents said I was rude. Am I the a-hole? Top comments. Not the a-hole. I'm so sorry. I hope your grandparents or BFF celebrated you. Just know in 2 years you can escape. Unless you can go to your grandparents or BFF to live there now. And they will wonder why you don't want to be with them anymore or take care of your siblings when they can't anymore. The more fair alternatives would be to order takeout on birthdays. So you can get your favorite and they can get safe foods and you eat at home or wherever can host your group as a whole. Or maybe one parent takes the birthday kid out for an outing and a meal of their choice, one-on-one time and cake back at home with the family. I'm sorry, OP. Happy birthday. OP replies, they did. My best friend's parents even bought me a gift card for the restaurant so I could go out with some of my friends. My grandparents also made sure I was celebrated in a way that actually celebrates me. You would think that would be the better option. But they always eat out, or if we do order takeout, they will only order from one place for the convenience it gives them. I'm sorry, OP. If you can, move to your grandparents' house. Or start planning when you can escape home/go live your life at 18. Yep, otherwise parents are going to try and rope OP into being the caregiver. You are not the a-hole, but your parents are. Of course, they want it to be easier for them, but they asked you for your favorite spot and tried to gaslight you into another place. Sure, it's easier for them, but it sounds like you've had to do this your entire life. Not fair. As much as they want to include your siblings, they should be supporting you too. Maybe a compromise at an Indian place that's more accessible would be a compromise, but not possible depending on where you live. I thought all restaurants needed to be ADA compliant. Regardless, this will forever be an issue in your life. Do you want to embrace it or run from it? OP replies, most places are wheelchair accessible. We have encountered a few places that aren't, or they are, but just barely, and it makes things more awkward. Generally, I don't mind, but the places where everyone can get something are generally places I'm more meh about in terms of the food. Not really how you want to feel for your birthday dinner. Honestly, I consider running from it all the time. I don't know if I want to deal with it the rest of my life.